Hey, I'm Jay Kumar, the BassBlaster, and this is your Seafoam Top 5 of the Week in Bass Fishing. Number 1, egg beaters. Hey, I'm not a big fan of spinning gear, and I can sum that up for you in 2 words, line twist. But the other day I came across 2 spinning reels that I might actually want, which, of course means need in bass fishing. And they're both redesigned Abu Garcia Revos. The first one is the Revo Rocket. It's the fastest spinning reel ever made. And why is that a big deal? Well, if you're skipping a Senko under docks or dropping to them down deep, you get it back faster. That's more cast during the day. Sounds like a no-brainer, right? Now let's go all the way the other way. The new Abu Revo wrench spinning reel. It is the slowest one ever made. I think it's 4.0 something per 1 retrieve ratio. And think about spy baits, hair jigs, and my personal favorite with this deal will be small swim baits in colder water, even a little warmer water. They both sound like no-brainers, don't they? 2 egg beaters for Christmas? Could happen. Number 2. Get ready to benefit from forward-facing sonar even if you don't have it, never want it, and won't ever use it. What am I talking about? Well, one thing is that Abu Garcia Revo Rocket Reel, super fast. It was made for forward-facing sonar, so when you cast to a fish and he's over there and you reel it and then he moves, you want to get it back fast and cast it onto his, stick him on the head right over here, well, that's what it's for. But it can be used for all kinds of different things, whether it's forward-facing sonar related or not. Same deal with, I was talking to a friend at a bait company the other day. They're coming out with a jig head swim bait combination made for forward-facing sonar, but as he's describing it, I'm thinking, you could fish this with 2D sonar, you could fish it from the bank with no sonar. So this is a new frontier in bass fishing, forward-facing sonar. All this gear and stuff is going to come from that. And you know what? Bass fishermen are very creative, very inventive. We'll find new ways to use stuff. It's like the people who figured out how to grow corn. Did they think about tortillas? No, they didn't. Number 3. Kenta Tomura is a crazy man, and I'm going to tell you why. This last weekend, he got his 2nd top 10 finish at a BassMaster Open. This was on Lake Oneida in New York, fishing this bug. Look at that thing. That is a Japan-only, it's called a Berkeley Powerbait Jago Rocket. It looks kind of like a roach. This is the 2nd top 10 finish, and he's fished that deal weightless. This time, he was fishing it weightless on the bottom. Bass said that each cast took 10 minutes. Man, in bass fishing ADD time, that's like, feels like 2 hours. Anyway, watch out for Kenta. Watch out for these Japanese guys and their amazing finesse techniques. Props to you, Kenta. Keep on going, man. Number 4. Ski goggle sunglasses. You know those deals that kind of go across the whole top of your face? Well, Chris Zaldain was wearing them. And I didn't know if it was a fashion deal or a fishing deal. And for Chris, it's probably a little bit of both, but he's often way ahead on some fishing stuff. So I got curious about him. I didn't get a pair of the ones he has, but I contacted Smith Optics and got a pair of their spinners. Here's what they look like. A little less, but definitely a little more than your standard sunglasses in terms of lens size and coverage, like one big lens. And listen, I was skeptical. I thought, man, I would look like my 92-year-old father-in-law wearing his things, I think for cataracts, whatever they are. But I put them on, I went out there, and let me tell you, it was eye-opening. I mean, it was like wearing a spacesuit, I guess. No matter where I looked, I had that lens in front of me, and it was protected. And not only that, I got a big honker that pushes glasses out, so light can get in and around my glasses, but with these things, it didn't do that. So I'm here to tell you, maybe try them out. It isn't just for fashion. Number 5. All right, we're going to bring it down a little bit here and talk about checking your inflatable PFDs. Now listen, I have Mustang inflatable PFDs in my boat. I wear them. They've inflated every time they were supposed to, which was always by accident, thankfully. So there's nothing against them. I don't have anything against them, but there was an accident, a boating accident with, I think, 2 fatalities on the False River in Louisiana earlier this year, and it just came to light, for me anyhow, that one of the victims, they did not, their PFD did not self-inflate. It was a self-inflating PFD. It did not self-inflate. There are plenty of other examples of this happening. I'm not saying anybody was at fault. My only point is, it is possible sometimes that they don't self-inflate, especially, and maybe only, but especially if you don't maintain them. Those CO2 cartridges, they have a shelf life. You have to check the date on those things. The vest itself, you have to maintain. There's instructions that come with those vests, or you can get them on the website. So just be careful with them. Don't just throw them in the boat and think they're going to work forever. Check them out. Be careful with them. And if you are running in sketchy conditions a long way, you might, just to be totally 100% sure, go with a non-inflatable. I mean, you're not going to die of sweat if you're running a long way. You know what I mean? So you can wear a regular, I guess, foam vest. I don't even have them anymore. So I do wear the inflatable. So just be careful, maintain those things, and be safe out there, peeps. That's your Seafoam Top 5 of the week. Thank you, Seafoam. Go to bassblaster.com or .rocks to subscribe to the BassBlaster email. See you next week. God bless you.